you do what organizations do you represent in regard to this strike that's happening? And what's your title?
Yeah, so I work at the Lands Council. I am the Community Outreach Coordinator. I just started a few months ago. I just recently graduated from Gonzaga, actually in May. I am also a coordinator with the Sunrise Movement. That is a youth-led climate action group that is a national thing. We just started a local group in Spokane just recently. So those are the two organizations I'm representing for planning the climate strike.
Well, can you expand more on who Sunrise is and what the mission of Sunrise is and who it's made up of?
Yeah, absolutely. So Sunrise is a group of young people, all under 35, across the United States who care about climate change and want action now. So for the past year and a half or so, Sunrise has been organizing young people from all backgrounds, students, not students, to basically push a Green New Deal. That is the biggest goal of Sunrise, basically. A Green New Deal would encompass green jobs and radically changing our infrastructure and our food systems to basically adapt to this climate crisis and take action to basically mitigate what will be happening as climate change continues to worsen over time.
So how many students roughly are a part of Sunrise? And let's start with that.
So at a national level, I don't know. I'm going to say thousands.
Yeah, but
locally, we have about 80 people who get our emails and have cycled through meetings. We've been meeting once a week for the last month, so it's been a big time commitment. So our average meeting size is around 12 to 20 people. We have students ranging from middle school age, 12, 13 years old, to college students from Gonzaga and Eastern, and then everyone in between, along with people who are working and are still young and within this generation, and care about climate change as well.
So tell us about the climate strike that's happening tomorrow here locally in Spokane, but also, across the nation.
Yeah, so our strike in Spokane is just one of thousands across the world. It is planned to be the biggest mobilization of people in history for a single thing on one day. So this is a very crucial moment, right? There will be millions of people spanning 137 countries across the world who are striking. So people are leaving their workplaces, their school classrooms, and their homes to be here and advocate for climate action and demand more of our leaders to address this crucial problem. So locally in Spokane, 350 Spokane, the Sunrise Movement, and just a coalition of concerned people in Spokane have been planning this event. It will be happening at noon tomorrow, Friday, at the Rotary Fountain in Riverfront Park is where we'll start. We'll then walk through downtown to the Spokane Tribal Gathering Center, so we'll pass all the big banks and City Hall, end up at the Spokane Tribal Gathering Center where we'll have a series of speakers, a lot of young speakers, and Governor Jay Inslee will be there to speak as well.
How do you see this strike fitting in with the mission of the Sunrise Movement and all the other organization? 350. 350.
Yeah.
How does this strike fit into the mission of these students and these organizations?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this strike is a great way for people to come together collectively and just demand action. It's very empowering to come together and yell and chant about what you care about, and it also helps create attention to the issue, which we think is really important. Specifically for students, I think that strikes are a great way to just bring light to the fact that students are caring about something, right? and so them leaving school, that causes a disruption. Our whole idea with this strike is to disrupt business as usual, to say no one's doing anything about this. We have 11 years to figure out this problem, or we will not have a planet to live on. We won't have a livable future for generations to come. The whole idea is that we need something to be done now. We need to radically change so many aspects of our society to address this problem. So I think it directly aligns with Sunrise's mission, with 350's mission, to basically get policies rolling and start creating the future that we want to see for the world.
You talked a little bit about the governor's visit. That was a little bit of a surprise to you guys.
Yeah.
Can you walk us through how that kind of came to fruition and how he heard about this local event happening?
Definitely. So on Tuesday, the governor's office reached out to us and said that he was going to be in town anyway for another event and that he wanted to participate in the strike and speak. So we did a quick vote, and our planning committee, Sunrise and 350, decided we would love to have him there. It's bringing a lot more attention than we anticipated towards the strike, which is great. We hope to see more people come out to have a chance to see the governor speak, which he doesn't do a lot on this side of the state. And we think that it's important to note that he is now getting national attention for being a leader in climate action. So we're excited to see what he has to say, and we'll also be delivering to him some of our demands.
In some ways, this is kind of not like special circumstances, basically, because it's pretty much all student-led, right? Mm-hmm. This whole concept of the strike and the speakers, and so he is really the exception, I guess. But you guys feel like he's worth inviting, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he had reached out to us, and so we weren't going to say no. We're happy to have him. We're excited to see what he has to say. He issued a press release this week saying if he had the chance, he would excuse every student from school, which I think was great to hear him offer such great support to what we're doing and show solidarity with us. So that was awesome. He's definitely an exception. We did have other politicians who wanted to speak, and we decided that just having one would be best. So.
And then let's touch on school a little bit. So each school district obviously has their own policies, and you don't need to speculate on any of that. We'll reach out to them. But could you talk about some of the security and safety measures that were of concern of some of those school districts that you guys have addressed?
So there were some concerns from administrations at local high schools, and we are doing everything we can to ensure that there are adult chaperones helping students get safely to the strike. We're working with Peace and Justice Action League, who have peacekeepers who will also be keeping people on sidewalks and just dealing with any counter-protesters or any issues that may arise. So we luckily have their support on that end as well, which will help with safety. That's kind of where we're at.
Then you said that they're also escorting, right?
Right,
okay.
Yeah, escorting students to the strike.
And do you guys have any other security measures in place to keep it a peaceful protest?
Well, we definitely have prefaced that it is a peaceful protest. We will not be using any violent tactics whatsoever. We do have the peacekeepers from PJALS, and we have a lot of great allies, parents of students. We have a police liaison with 350, so it's my hope that everything will go smoothly and that it will stay nice and peaceful and happy. And
Is there anything else that you want to have? We covered a lot. Is there anything else that you feel like we didn't talk about?
I just want to kind of make a call to action to people. I think that this is going to be one of those times in history where you look back years later and say, where was I on September 20th, 2019? Millions of people across the world are coming out for this day to strike. And so I just think it's more important to be striking for what you care for a livable future for our planet, than it is to sit at your desk during lunch at work at noon on Friday. So I would just say, if you can, if you have the means, please come out. We would love for you to be there, and yeah, that's it.